Welcome back to my series, Dance Mums Unedited. This is the series where I discuss production notes written by the producers of Dance Mums. These notes show us what happened behind the scenes of particular episodes. Today we're looking at Season 6, Episode 4. As always, there will be a link in the description box below which will take you to a PDF of these notes so that you can read through them in further detail. Because there was more to this episode than the producers cared to show. The week begins with the Zieglers and Kalani in the car on the way to the ALDC-LA. Melissa warns the girls that Abby probably won't be at the studio today, given that she ran out of the competition last week. Maddie is stressed about going back to the ALDC. She says that being on a movie set was less pressure for her. Kenzie informs Maddie that Abby stormed out of the competition when a crazy mum showed up with her mini daughter last week. She and Kalani also explain to Maddie that Abby spent a lot of time with the minis last week, rather than with their team. Melissa reminds the girls to be kind to the minis, because it can be overwhelming to work with Abby. Meanwhile, the rest of the ALDC team arrives, wondering where Abby and the Zieglers are. The girls stretch, and the mums recall Abby's quick exit after she saw Kirsty in the audience last week. Ashley says that they travelled so far in order to dance with Abby, so Abby should have stayed to support them. Melissa, Kenzie and Kalani then arrive, and Ashley wonders if the minis will return this week. Jill reminds the mums that Ariana forgot her dance completely. Holly believes that Sari is frustrated that Ariana didn't get to show what she was capable of, and wonders whether or not Abby will eliminate the pair from the mini team. Then Maddie is sent into the room, and the girls run up to her, screaming and jumping with excitement. She talks to the girls about what it was like to film in New York and to be on set. Jill complains that she had to wake up early this morning to be at the studio on time. Holly points out that if the roles were reversed and if Jill was late, Abby would be livid. Gianna enters the ALDC and takes the girls into the studio. Ashley walks off to go get Abby, who is hiding out in her office. When Ashley tries to speak with her, Abby screams at her to get out. Ashley tells the mums that Abby isn't ready to come out yet, and that she is so mad that she swore at her. Then the mini team walks into the studio. The junior mums tell the mini mums to go talk to Abby and see if they can coax her out of her office, knowing full well that Abby will lash out at them. When they enter the office, they see Abby in curlers, on her phone, ignoring them. Kerry and Tiffany stay in the room while the others walk out. Abby sobs on the phone with her lawyer about everything that is going wrong. Abby lashes out at Tiffany and Kerry, saying that their daughters aren't ready to be part of her team. They tell her that they can help her brand, but Abby demands that they leave. Jill picks a fight with Sari, saying that Ariana was babied last week, getting extra rehearsal time for her solo, and yet still forgot it at the competition. The mums notice that a mother-daughter duo, Anne-Marie and Mia, are missing. When the mums call them, they learn that Mia was kicked off the team. The notes don't make it clear whether she was kicked off by Abby or by the production team. Melissa and Jill then go and try to get Abby, but when they see she is having a meltdown, they return to the bleachers. Ashley brings up Kendall's meltdown over her solo makeup 2 weeks ago, which makes Jill furious. She storms out of the building, saying that she will not stand for Ashley's comments about Kendall. Melissa follows her, threatening to punch Ashley in the head. Ashley insists that the junior mums never stick up for her or Bryn, and goes to the mini mums for comfort. Outside, Melissa and Jill meet Sergio and James, who are representatives from 17 magazine. When the mums realise who they are, they hide the drama and put on a professional front. The men explain that they want 2 girls to join Maddie for an 8-page spread in their magazine. Jill and Melissa immediately begin suggesting that Kendall should be one of these additional girls. The 4 of them enter the studio and tell the girls about the opportunity. The girls begin performing with Maddie in groups of 2, and the magazine reps discuss their options. They say that they want a drama-free shoot, so they must choose girls with mums who get along. They also explain that they don't want Abby attending the shoot. They then take Maddie out of class to hear her opinion on who they should pick. Still upset, Abby approaches the bleachers and introduces herself to the magazine representatives. She tries to sabotage Nia by telling them that she has a very scandalous music video. Abby's still sabotaging Nia in Season 6 over a music video that was shot almost a year before this? How vindictive can she get? She also tells the reps that JoJo becomes very tiresome to work with after just a few minutes. She clearly encourages them to pick Kendall, Kalani or Kenzie. Ultimately, they decide to go with Nia and Kendall. Apparently they picked Nia instantly, but they had a bit of trouble deciding between Kendall and Bryn. Abby invites the reps to help her to reveal the headshots at Pyramid. At the bottom of the pyramid is Ariana for forgetting her dance. She is followed by Bryn, who Abby says didn't move properly, saying that she blames her last dance teacher. Nia is next, and Abby says that she was very good and helped. Next is Kendall for not whining about her solo, but she criticises her for only getting a Titanium award. She tells Kalani that she appreciated her help with the minis last week. She tells Jojo that she was a rock star, but that she didn't win overall. Mackenzie is second on the pyramid, and Abby says that she couldn't take her eyes off her in the group dance. And on the top is Maddie, simply because she is back with the team. Abby announces that the group dance is called Bad Blood, which at some point must have been renamed to the Elites. She assigns Bryn the solo She's Magic, and Maddie her solo Bond Girl. This is the solo that Abby said she was going to get Maddie to start learning last week, so before the week even began she had an advantage over Bryn. The minis are assigned a group dance called The Spotlight Is On Me. Back at the bleachers, Holly says that Abby had nice things to say about all of the girls aside from Nia. Ashley says that she's worried that Bryn won't get much time to work on her solo with Abby, since she seems more preoccupied with getting the minis to win. The following day, Mackenzie tells the mums that Peyton said she heard the other mini dancers talking badly about her. Mackenzie shows particular interest in Peyton, saying that she's her mini-me. While Abby works with Bryn on her solo, Ashley insists that the junior mums are excluding her, but Jess blames their problem on Bryn having a smart mouth and Ashley making excuses for her. Ashley says that Jess is a hypocrite for being friends with the junior mums who were so opposed to her last year. Jess then begins creating reservation seating cards for the junior mums who are away due to the 17 shoot. She also makes signs for the mini mums, which contain the word temporary. Jess and Ashley seem to agree on a few things when they say that Jill must be acting the way that she is acting because she is going through menopause. Jess brings up the moratorium that Abby had on activities outside of dance, questioning why the 17 shoot is happening. Ashley believes that the only reason why it's happening is because it's benefiting Maddie. Jess and Ashley then bash Kira for her temper, ignorance, and deceit. When the mini-mums arrive, Jess points out their dwindling numbers. The mums from the 17 shoot call Jess. Jess proceeds to throw Ashley under the bus for the menopause comment. Ashley hears this and calls the mums out for talking behind her back. Jess, Jill, and Melissa then claim that Bryn had a fake Nordstrom modelling career. Sari questions why there has been a sudden decline in the number of fans at the competitions this season. Ashley says that it's due to bad timing, but Jess says that it's Abby's outlandish behaviour. Tiffany claims that the minis will draw a bigger and better crowd at the competitions, but Jess thinks that they're a joke. When Kerry brings up Abby's meltdown, Jess tells her to get used to it, claiming that Peyton has a hard enough time keeping up and is the worst on the mini team. Kerry is furious at this comment. The pair argue, with Jess continuing to bash Peyton's dancing skills and claiming that she is holding back the other minis. In front of Abby, the mums question Kerry's whereabouts last night, while the other minis were in dance class. Kerry admits that she couldn't afford those classes for Peyton. Jess berates her, telling her that she is on the wrong team if she can't get her kid into the classes. Tiffany, Jess, and Mary go to get water and continue to gossip about Kerry and Peyton behind their backs. Are they so privileged that they can't understand and will even make fun of someone who can't afford expensive dance classes? Kalani, Mackenzie, and Jojo FaceTime Maddie. They ask if they can see a tour of the magazine shoot. Kenzie reminds them that Abby wants them to rehearse while they are on set. Ashley has a pep talk with Bryn, saying that with Maddie away at the magazine shoot, she needs to perfect her solo. Ashley and Jess bicker again, and Ashley claims that Jill and Melissa are crazy. She talks about the fact that Melissa got a therapist for her dog. Jess then calls the mums to tell them what Ashley said. Abby walks by and asks Melissa why she isn't at the studio. Melissa says that she chose to be at Maddie's photo shoot over Kenzie's rehearsals, and Abby grabs Kenzie to overhear the conversation, unbeknownst to Melissa. Is Abby trying to isolate Kenzie from her own mother here? It's like she's trying to tell Kenzie that her mother doesn't really care about her. Whatever it was she was trying to achieve, it's messed up. Kerry brags about Kenzie mentoring Peyton. Jess tells her that Peyton must prove herself before she can be compared to the older girls. Tiffany agrees that Peyton is struggling with the dance. Kerry then calls Tiffany a fish, saying that she's flip-flopping between siding with her and putting her down. Jess declares that Peyton doesn't know how to dance, regardless of her age, and reminds everyone that Ariana forgot her solo. Ashley reminds Jess that Abby didn't want JoJo, and the only reason why they're here is because they stuck around like cockroaches. Over at 17, Melissa, Jill, and Holly reflect on how nice it is to have the 3 original girls here for the shoot, completely neglecting to mention Kenzie. One of the reps, Sergio, asks why the mums keep coming back to Abby when she's trying to break the girls' friendships. Holly explains that despite the conflict, Abby has given them a lot of opportunities and a platform. Sergio reveals that when he saw Ashley picking fights with the other mums, he didn't want her to come to the shoot. Jill asks Melissa if she thinks that Abby's reputation will affect her kids. Melissa isn't worried, and Holly points out that Maddie has been able to have an identity outside of Abby's studio. Holly and Nia then have a pep talk. Nia is self-conscious about her feet because Abby keeps telling her that they are horrible. Holly tells Nia that she needs to put her insecurity aside and know that she is beautiful. The next day, Melissa arrives at the studio, annoyed that Gianna is working on Bryn's solo first. Ashley joins Melissa on the bleachers. Melissa denies ever saying that she wanted to punch Ashley in the head, instead emphasising that Mackenzie loves Bryn. Jill joins them, and Ashley explains to them that what Jess was saying yesterday about her wasn't true. She claims that Jess is an instigator. Ashley says that there's a double standard where the mums can say whatever they want about the kids, but if she talks about Kendall, Jill will lose it. She confronts Melissa again about the head bashing comment, and Melissa apologises. Jill and Ashley bicker again about Jill being rude to Bryn and Ashley interrupting Kendall's rehearsal. Jess tells Ashley to go sit with the mini-mums, and Jill tells her to go home. Jill then brings up an email that Abby sent to all the mums, resigning from her role. This was clearly Abby being fed up with production, not just with the mums. It's crazy that production managed to bring her back for another season and a half after this, even though she seems totally done with the show at this point. Melissa and Jill sneak into Abby's room, hoping to find her hiding, but they find that she's not there. When the minis arrive, Jill fills them in on the resignation. Melissa is sure that Abby will be back. Tiffany tells Melissa that Ashley kept calling Bryn Maddie's replacement. Ashley adds that during Bryn's solo rehearsal, Abby said, "Maddie who?" Jess retorts that most people out there are saying, "Bryn who?" Melissa then claims that Maddie won't be here for much longer, since she has plenty of opportunities. One of the mini-mums, Mary, worries that Abby's behaviour is affecting audience turnout, recognising that the last competition was nearly empty. The mums reminisce on competitions that had huge turnouts before they moved to LA. Melissa then calls Abby. When the mums ask if she'll be at the competition, Abby says that she doesn't know. She does, however, tell the mums that the kids need to wear her jackets so that people will buy them online. Holly and Jess are disgusted that Abby only cares about making money off their girls. Mary begins to cry that she chose Alyssa's career over her son's. Jess tells them that they need to stick together. When Kerry says that she's over making new friends, Melissa for some reason says that it's because she's ghetto. The ALDC arrives at the competition to find that no supporters are waiting for them. Gianna takes the girls to go see the stage, where the juniors teach the minis how to prepare before their performances. Tiffany is upset that Abby isn't showing up, and Kerry is frustrated that she is here to invest in Abby's team, but Abby hasn't invested anything into the minis. Ashley has the realisation that Abby's moratorium on activities other than dance must be to keep the junior girls constantly in her studio in order to draw in more customers. She thinks that this is why Abby chose to have glass walls out the front, rather than having soundproof ones. Holly wonders if Abby will lock her doors next week. Backstage, Maddie is visibly nervous to perform her first solo of the season. She and Bryn perform their solos. After Maddie's solo, Melissa cries, saying that the stage is where Maddie belongs, but she knows that in a few days she will be returning to New York to film her movie. In the green room, Ashley compares Bryn to Maddie. Jess laughs that Ashley thinks that Bryn can do something better than Maddie, and Ashley tells her that JoJo is one of the worst dancers on the team. Ashley storms out and Jill follows her, telling her that she can't keep making comments like that if she wants to be part of the team. The minis perform their group dance first, and the mums can't believe how cute they are. The junior group is next, and the mums are impressed that they pulled it off without Abby's help. At awards, Bryn wins first place in the junior division and 4th overall. Maddie wins second in both the teen and overall divisions. The mini group comes second in the petite groups, and the juniors win first in both the junior and overall group awards. The minis are disappointed with their second place result, but the mums and Gianna assure them that it is good, considering it's their first time performing together. Jojo gives all of the mini dancers Jojo bows. The mums then receive a huge printout of one of the photographs from the 17 photo shoot. Melissa calls Sergio to thank him for the opportunity. Ashley pulls Bryn aside and demands that she works her absolute hardest from now on. She insists that 4th place in an overall category is unacceptable. Gianna announces that Abby may not be returning next week, but she did tell her to create a large group routine with all 10 of the girls from both teams. The junior mums are very concerned about this idea. Ashley antagonises the mums by pointing out that Bryn won in her age division, but Maddie came in second. Irritated, the other mums storm out. And with that, we've reached the end of episode 4. Are you surprised that Abby is already trying to resign from Dance Mums here? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!